What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the 4th season of NHL 26 Utah Mammoth franchise mode series. As always, guys, thank you so much for supporting the last episode. If you also give a thumbs up on this one, I would really appreciate it. Now, make sure you guys go and check out the last episode before watching this one, as we are Stanley Cup champions. In the third year, we made it happen. Honestly, kind of surprised this team won it so quick. We did make it Game 7, year 2 there against the Panthers before losing, but honestly, I didn't expect them to get back so quick, back-to-back. Clarence's Cannibals, like, really, I guess, kind of surprised and, very happy, I guess, how this team played so early on. So I think we can probably win, at least one, maybe two more Stanley Cups with this core. Look at the team here. You got Keller, Cooley, and Gunther all in the top unit, getting a +5. They're all 90+. Second line there, you got Tuck, Schmaltz, and Iginla. Third line there, Denoye, Hayton, and Peterka. So you might notice outside of Tuck, we've actually not really added anybody to this team. These guys are already here. Fourth line, Nosen, Stenlin, and O'Reilly. Defensively here, we got Serchev, Anderson on the top pair. Dursey, Simashev on the second, with Marino and Lamru on the bottom. Goaltending wise, Shilov's now the starter, 88 overall. Vejmelka, they're backing up in 86. Now, of course, Vejmelka was our starter last year. I think he won the William Jennings with Shilov's, but he's an 88 now, so we'll just kind of have to let that happen. We also got Nick Foligno scratched there as the team dad. Power play 1, I think, looks excellent. +5 there for the chem. Power play 2 also looks really good. Forgot to show you guys too, Peterka was high top 6. Actually grew to high elite, so we'll see if we can get a big overall boost this year. I'm sure he'll have to have a good season. Former power play there also, looks pretty good. And then in terms of the PK, I think we have really good, two-way forwards. Obviously, defensively, we are very, very solid. We got to have one of the better defensive units in the league. Also, too, +4 in the third PK. You almost never see that, so just kind of an awesome little chemistry boost there. In terms of the AHL team, they've also been, pretty good. We got Daniel Booth there, probably making the team soon. Cole Bodwin maybe even on a bottom 6 role. The rest of these guys maybe could eventually make it. Diorio, of course, first round pick of ours, 2026. Defensively there, Wallander, we just signed to basically be a good AHL guy, but we got Bo Akey coming up. Also, Sasha Boumedian, they're both 79. Those are two guys that are definitely, pushing for NHL spots. And then even Herbel there in the AHL, 83 overall. So if we do decide to say move Vejmelka, save some cap space, I think Shilov's makes 800K, Vejmelka makes 4.5. That's obviously an option to us too. So we're in a pretty good spot. I think we have about 3 million in cap space. We don't have too much, but obviously the deadline can go further. In terms of the ratings here, guys, we got 94 offense and defense with 92 goaltending. So looking to go back to back. Let's see if we can make it happen. And looking at contract extensions here, guys, luckily our entire core is actually signed for not just this year, but the next one too. So if we're good, we really do have a chance to run it back. Somehow Denoye got an extra year on his entry level. I'm obviously not going to complain, but not sure how we kind of lucked into that. Iginla wants 5.2. We've only got 4 million extension dollars. So 5 million is actually really fair for him. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have some tough things to decide. Nosen will be gone. O'Reilly should be really cheap. Yeah, 800K league min. Even 3 years for $1 million, honestly, is really good. We'll try to actually give him a bit more just in case he says something weird. 25K won't matter. We'll actually have him locked up. Foligno obviously won't be coming back. Stenlin, we might be losing him at that price just because we are going to be short on cash. Shilov's, I'm sure. He's going to be the starter for the first time. Yeah, he wants $4 million. We're going to have to see how he plays, which makes it kind of tough to trade Vejmelka, because if Shilov's isn't good, we'll just hold on to Vejmelka. For right now, though, we'll rock both. We should be able to squeeze in again, especially if we play hardball with him in the summer, but it'll definitely be close. And then in the system, anyone? Bodwin maybe gets the call-ups, especially if we do lose Stenlin. He actually has a ton of interest in a 3-year $1 million deal, so having him sign that would be big. Akey, if we have to move a defenseman. 2 years, we can bury $1 million, so I don't mind that. Yeah, there we go. And there we go, guys. Bodwin did accept that offer. Like I said, I think that's a really good deal to have him in the bottom 6. O'Reilly rejected, though. We actually gave him 25K more than he wanted. I wonder if his ask randomly jumped up. It definitely did, because he grew from 82 to 83, as I think we boosted the 5v5, and now he wants, 1 year 850K, 2 years. Okay, 2 years we're actually gonna save money, so we could try something like this. Weird how, there we go, yeah, accepts immediately. Weird how that changed. Looking at the ratings, yeah, a ton of the guys. I think Lamru was an 85, now an 86. Let me see if anyone else jumped up. Iginla was 87, now 88. Dursey was an 88, now 89. I think Gunther, too, was a 92, now a 93, so that's huge. Goaltenders there stayed the same, but team's already better, haven't even played a game yet. And look at this, guys. The Predators are offering us Ryan O'Reilly. I don't think he's related to Sam O'Reilly. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. With a 4th there. They want Solyov, though, medium top for defenseman. O'Reilly's potential is AHL, so I think can definitely avoid that. And now check this out, guys. We're at the end of December here with a record of 25-6-3. We were actually on pace for probably the best NHL season ever, as we were 25-2-3 on December 20th. Unfortunately, lost our last 4 games straight. I almost paused it. I definitely should have, because 25-2-3, that is ridiculous. Still Having lost our last 4 straight games, we are first place in the NHL. Only though have a 6-point lead there on the Red Wings and the Hurricanes. That's kind of honestly bugging me. Like, we were doing so good, then lost 4 straight. AHL team actually a negative record, 13, 14, and 1. I thought they'd be really good, especially they have like a legit NHL goalie in net. So I'll see how the NHL team responds here to those 4 straight losses. Obviously, definitely gonna be buyers, I think, at the deadline. And now look at this, guys. We could add Patrick Kane here, who's on the Vegas Golden Knights. Another guy though, AHL potential. Not really a spot for him in the forward group, so I'm just going to decline. And now with the trade deadline, guys, a record of 38, 15, and 6, 82 points at the deadline. Great spot to be. The Red Wings have actually caught up to us, which is crazy. Rangers only 1 point back. They've passed the Hurricanes. So we were, dominating now. Come back to earth a little bit. AHL team there has a 500 record. And look at the NHL stats here, guys. Dylan Guenther actually leading the way, 61 points. Rookie scoring, Sam O'Reilly has 17, which isn't too bad. Again, like 29 goals. Looking at the AHL team, Cole Bodwin there, 33 points. Also has him as a rookie, which he is not. Now, obviously, guys, at the deadline, we're buyers here trying to, defend our title, go back-to-back. So we'll see what's out there. Like I said, I think we have about $3 million in cap space. I'll double-check on it. Ryan Donato is available. Top player, 88 overall. Okay, I was going to say, Donato got really good there. Spencer Knight as well. Demko, Sanheim, Stevenson, Sorelli, Timo Meyer there, Dylan Holloway, Protis, Anderson. Lots of goalies. Anderson making 10-7 is a lot. I'm honestly just trying to think, what does this team need? Like, we don't need a whole lot. We only have 2.4 million in cap space. I guess goaltending, let's see, Sheila Vejmelka. Sheila's got a 908, which is good, not amazing. Vejmelka's got a 918. Now, he's playing backup. A lot of times, for whatever reason, the backups just, have better numbers. Defenseman here, Serchev, Anderson, crazy plus minus. I'm just making sure, yeah, they're all positive. Lamoureux, Marino, that's the bottom one. Could be a bit better, but I mean, it's fine. And actually, too, Marino's up to an 87. I might put Simishev back on that bottom pairing then. So small change there. Forward group, again, just trying to check in plus minus, seeing if there's a line not working. But it looks like everyone's actually playing pretty good. So honestly, guys, I don't know. We only have 2.4 million in cap space. Unless we can get, get a decent prospect for like a pick, I'm probably not going to make any moves this deadline. I was looking at this too, guys. Sidney Crosby actually on the block with the Penguins. Honestly, I'm just glad he stayed with them. Usually he ends up, getting traded. And so the trade deadline's not complete, guys. Like I mentioned, didn't make any trades. Was looking around for prospects, but like didn't really see any I just really liked and wanted to go get. Dylan Holloway there goes to the Hurricanes. Also Edmonton to the Panthers. Let's take a look here. A lot of picks being moved. First rounder to Columbus for Voronkov. Okay. Valimaki to the Leafs. Let's see, Broberg to the Sharks. Interesting, both guys that were obviously part of the Edmonton offer sheets. Tippett there to the LA Kings. Sanheim to the Stars. 2 first-round picks, actually, going to Philadelphia there. So pretty good return for Sanheim. Protis, Canadians, that's big. Capitals got a first. Devin Levi returns to the Panthers for a first and a third, which is about, I think, what was the trade? It was like a first, Levi, and something else for Sam Reinhart. So Buffalo there gets back the first. Sandine there to the Lightning. Tyler Seguin going to the Capitals. Ryan Donato to the Red Wings. Again, 88 overall for him, kind of crazy. Silpakov there to the Sens. Dorofeyev there to the Sharks. And obviously, guys, after the trade deadline, team here is the same. Like I said, the only change I made was actually putting Marino back on the second pairing, Simishev on the bottom. He is 1 overall higher, plus Marino and Lamoureux had the worst plus minus. I think, too, the AHL team should be the exact same. Again, they're playing kind of mediocre. But main goal here is obviously to go back-to-back. And, right now looking like they have a good shot. And surrounding the regular season, guys, record here is 52, 23, and 7, which is actually good for 111 points. And the President's Trophy. Yeah, I wasn't sure, but beat out the Red Wings there and the Rangers by 7. AHL team 33, 31, and 6. So not going to make the playoffs, unfortunately. But again, the main goal here is, of course, NHL success. And now look at the stats here, guys, for this season. Dylan Guenther there, just over a point per game. So again, like the scoring's not too high. Maybe it is because we have so much depth. Cooley 67, Kelly 66. You expect more than that from, some 90s. Cooley there does still have that low franchise. Schmaltz 61 is honestly really solid. Search 58 as well for defenseman. Iginla. Dursey had 50. I mean, Iginla there, 38 goals. Really, really good, I think, for a sniper. Tuck, Paterka, just shy of 50 points. So Paterka's 48 with lead potential exact now. Yeah, he's probably not going to jump a ton in rating, unfortunately. Taking a look at goaltenders here. So Shilov's 906, Vejmelka 914. Might have to just put Vejmelka in, honestly, for the playoffs. Like, he got us there last time. We ran Shilov's, during the regular season. I could turn, auto-rotate goalie off because it doesn't really matter for the playoffs. They're going to start every game anyways. And then, yeah, I think he might run Vejmelka. Like, it's kind of his net to lose at least, come playoff time. And in terms of the AHL, Herbel there, 905. Volokin, 934. So that's what I was saying, though, about the backup goalies usually having kind of the juice stats. Daniel Boot, 48. Bodwin, 43. Again, he's most likely getting called up. I mean, honestly, Boot might get called up as well. In terms of the entire league, guys, McDavid there taking home an Irish trophy, 107 points, followed by Pastrnak, Robert Thomas. You got Adam Fox there, 102 points. That actually might be the best season I've ever seen Fox have. So Finally, somebody else there winning the Norris. In terms of the goals, Kucherov with 50 right on is going to take it. Defensive scoring, obviously, yeah, Fox 102 plus 61. What a season from him. Sebastian Costa with the Red Wings, 41 wins. How about that game against the Rangers the other night? The line brawl, that was awesome to see. Old-time hockey. Swayman there had the best save percentage there at 929. Looks like he probably had the best goals against as well for a starter. He did at 229, so he'll be taking home the Vezina. And then rookie skaters here. You got Marjamaki, hopefully I said that right, with the Buffalo Sabres. Actually, Greentree might be winning it with the Kings. One less point, but a +9. I would love that for the current Spitfire captain. In terms of standings, guys, like I mentioned, we take home our first President's Trophy there, 111 points. You had 5 teams, 100 plus. And look, I thought the entire top 16 got in, but LA squeaks in over Minnesota. Last there's Buffalo. Still bad, that's tough. We're actually first in goals for, so yeah, just low scoring across the board. You wouldn't think, like, looking at our team individually, that we had, you know, the best goals for. And we also had the 3rd best goals against. I mean, reason why we finished first there in the league. And like I was saying, guys, I'm going to turn auto-rotate goalie off right now. That way, Vejmelka can start for us. Obviously, if he's not playing well, we'll just put in Shelovs. But once you're in the playoffs, you don't need the rest days, so it does not matter. And actually, they already had Vejmelka starting, so it's like the game knew. The guy that, you know, led you to the Stanley Cup last year probably should be the guy that you have in, even if he had, you know, less regular season starts. Almost kind of like a Matt Murray, Marc-Andre Fleury situation we got going on. Now, in the first round, we got Connor Bedard there in the Blackhawks. Bedard's up to 95 now. They've actually got Frondell playing left wing with him in the middle. Interesting decisions. 82 Bethal there on the second line. I mean, team's not that great in terms of the forward group behind Bedard. Even defensively, they have a 79 Stanley. Levshinov's bottom pair. That's definitely an interesting choice. Taking a look at goalies, Knight's up to an 87, so he's, you know, become a true starter. But yeah, like, I mean, I guess they are the 8 seed, right? We're the 1 seed, so we should be able to get the better of them here. But obviously, we'll see what happens. First 2 games are going to be in Utah. That took a while to sim. My goodness, you guys didn't see. I swear it was like 30 seconds. But we actually won the first 2 games there, both in OT. So Chicago playing us close. Head to the Windy City now, up 2. Game 3 is also win. That's an actually regulation, 5-2. And then Game 4, 3-1 win. Let's go. So we don't drop a single game there, the Blackhawks. And honestly, Vejmelka, too, didn't allow more than 3 goals in a single game. So I think he's definitely going to keep the net, 4-0. And now in the second round, guys, we got the Dallas Stars. So I think we might have played them sometime recently in the playoffs, but always in this game, and honestly, I expect it to happen in real life too. They become a bit of a juggernaut just because they have such a good, solid core, and they have, like, you know, good young players, you know, veterans, like Jamie Benn still hanging around, but you got Hintz, who's kind of a bit older, but then you got, like, that kind of younger core there with Johnston, Robertson, Rantanen, I guess you'd say is kind of a bit older too, but, you know, Haskin and Harley, like, they kind of just have guys in their prime / young / vets who are all good, right? Duchesne, I saw, was still there. Lindell, like, they got kind of just guys all over the place. Andre, obviously in his prime. This is going to be a very, very, you know, good team, I think, for years to come in the West. So I do expect them to eventually win a Stanley Cup. Hopefully, though, it is not this year right now in this game. So again, you're going to have home ice advantage the entire playoffs. First 2 games are at Utah. 3-0 win from Vejmelka with the shutout. Unfortunately, we lose the next game. The boys got maybe a bit too cocky there after the Game 1 win. Head to Texas now, and we win 4-3 there in Game 3. Game 4 is a 5-0 win. A couple shots for Vejmelka, and now we're 1 win away from the Western Conference Final. And are you kidding me? Game 5 is a 5-0 win. What? So Vejmelka, 3 shutouts in that series. We gotta take a look and see his stats after this because he's on a roll. So is our team too. We're 8-1, playing the Avs here in the Western Conference Finals. We're 8-4. Take a look here. So Vejmelka has a 9.51 save percentage and a 1.44 goals against. Definitely the right move to start him. I think Shelovs. He's expiring UFA, I want to say. So unfortunately, we're probably going to lose him, but having an 88 goalie for 800K is not bad. Goals for were first. Goals against were first. Power plays first. PK needs to be better. Maybe I'll adjust the PK lines a little bit there, try and find something. But overall, playing well. McKinnon's got 18 points. They've also played, you know, more games than us. I saw Ginla was actually our leading scorer right now. So on that Avs team, you got Petrano playing McKinnon and Natchez. Zuccarello's joined them. A 77, medium top 6. Tied in Lafournier, hopefully I said that right, a late first rounder, 2027. I mean, if we can't take advantage of a 77 on the second line center spot, like, he's getting a ton of ice time, right? Yeah, almost 19 minutes a night. Our second line center is an 89 Nick Schmaltz. He should destroy him. Top pair is probably the best in the league. 96 Makar, 87 Tays. Ferraro Gerard's also solid. Manson's still there. They got Behrens. Blackwood's their starter. Nabokov actually backing him up, also in 86. So 2 solid goalies. Again, I definitely like our team better. You know, they have 2 of the best players in the world in McKinnon and Makar, but I think depth-wise, it's not even close. So PK here. I'm actually going to try Nick Schmaltz instead of Barrett Hayton. Reason being, he's got that all-star stick 'em up, which I think the game does love, the X factors. And then we'll try Hayton here on the second pairing with Stenlin. They're both good in the face-off circle. And then I think, Cooley O'Reilly with the +4. We really can't mess that up. So hopefully that small change there, makes the PK a little bit better. Also, too, it could just be, a fluke. Like, not every time there's something not working do you have to change it. Sometimes you just kind of stick with it and it'll kind of naturally return to the mean. But like I was saying, guys, next up we have the Western Conference Final. We're going to send these now period by period. First game's at home, and we're up 3-1. Gunther, Stenlin, Lamrou with a shorty. McKinnon for them. 4-1 now, Schmaltz. And 4-3, as we're actually fighting back there. But luckily, like Gerard there, scored the minute and a half left. So we hold on to take game 1. Now game 2 here, guys. Oh, wow. What a statement period. 5 goals from 5 different dudes. 5-0 lead. 6-1. Hayton shorty. Bayron's for them. 7-4. So the Avs again wake up there in the third, but too little too late. This team is on a roll right now. We're up 2-0. We're 10-1 so far in these playoffs. Now we're headed to Denver here for game 3. I think we had this matchup last time because I said it was like the ice matchup or whatever, the Avalanche versus the Mammoth. 0-0. They're actually doubling our shots. 1-1. We're hanging in there. Keller opened up the scoring. Manson ties it up. And we're going to OT. 38-29 shots. Unfortunately, Lehkonen there with the OT winner. I mean, only lost so far in our last 6 games, and it comes in OT of a close game there, 2-1. We cannot be upset with the boys. So hopefully, though, they can answer back here. Definitely don't want to give up that 2-0 lead and let them tie this series. Here we go. 1-1. Cooley, Vetrano. 2-2. Another close one. Lamrou, McKinnon. Are you kidding me? Nichushkin on the power play wins it for them. So series is tied now to a piece. We got a best of 3 on our hands. The good news is, like, both of our losses there were so close. I guess, the one win was by 1, but still. I think our team's definitely still the favorite. See now if we can actually win again at home. We've been looking really good there. And we're down 1 early. O'Connor, 2-0. We need a huge third, and we do not get it. But Toronto empty netter. Wow, couldn't get a single goal there. And it feels like the momentum's fully switched to the Avalanche. Luckily, though, we got to win back-to-back. We've won multiple, 2 games in a row during the regular season. Have to win 1 in Denver. Kind of had to do that no matter what, right, to win this series. So now's our chance. 0-0. Come on. 1-0. Let's go. Iginla. I'm just going to send the period here, guys. And we take it. 1-0. So Vamelka, after our team gets shut out, he says, you know what? If you guys aren't going to score, I guess I'm going to have to make sure that they don't score either. We take it 1-0. Force game 7. Here we go. Back at home. The Delta Center. Can we pull this off and get back to the Stanley Cup Final for the 3rd straight year? Come on. 2-1 lead. Keller, Nosen, Ferraro for them. 3-3 now. Makar, Lehkonen, they actually took the lead. Cooley there, tied it up. So shots are equal. I was about to say shots are equal, game scores equal, but as I said that, Zuccarello scored. So down 1, they have a power play there, which our PK does kill off. Halfway through the period, we just need 1. 1 is all it takes, and then we can get 1 in OT. 5 minutes to go. Somebody has to be the hero here and step up. And 22 seconds left. It is not going to happen. So unfortunately, a bit of a heartbreaker there. Losing in 7 by 1 in the Western Conference Final to the Colorado Avalanche. I mean, still though, this team, I think that shows you how good they are. When 2 of the last 3 years we made the Western Conference Final or better, and obviously we're always right there. The Rangers actually won the Stanley Cup this year, led by, Adam Fox's Norris campaign. And the Lars Lutz are in. Buffalo there finally picking 1st overall, but in 2029, I have no idea who that'd even be. He'd be like someone that's like 13 right now, I think, or something like that. Nashville there jumps from 5-2. And so next year, let's take a look at that playoff tree, see who the Rangers got through. So they beat the Bruins in 5 in round 1, Devils in 7, swept the Sens, and then beat the Avs there in 5. Again, after seeing how good Adam Fox played this season, it makes sense. Keller there, over point per game in the playoffs was awesome. Cooley there, just under. Tuck actually played really well too. Same with Iginla, 8 goals. And then again, Vamelka, I mean, yeah, he's our starter. 937, 191. I mean, honestly, like, probably should get a boost in rating, but that's okay. Take a look at the awards next here. So, no Stanley Cup. We do win a President's Trophy. Almost had 3 straight Clarence Campbells. McDavid there, our Ross Trophy. Fox actually got the Hart Trophy. Wow, that's impressive. McCarr hasn't done that yet. Fox, of course, James Norris. Also got the Lady Byng. What a year. Green Tree there did get the Calder. That's awesome. Zibanejad got the Conn Smythe. Swayman Vesna. William Jennings there to Shesterkin. Pellick there, Bill Masterton. Montgomery on the Blues. Jack Adams. McDavid got the Selke. Interesting. Okay. Ted Lindsay, McDavid, and then Kucherov, Richard. Pretty sure the way the game calculates a Selke is like plus minus as well as takeaways or something. So I guess McDavid had a big year for that. AHL there, Iowa Wild. JVR most points, down playing with the Ontario Reign. Kasamaki, MVP. Sportsaw there, most goals. Losru, best rookie. Spotcheck, best defenseman. Wedgwood down there, best goalie. Riley Height still down there, MVP of the playoffs. Okay, so Ian Cole, former player of ours, won the award for community involvement, and then Scott Wedgwood also had the lowest goals against. So, you know, a bit of a tough year, I guess, but still, like, we, you know, had a good run there. You're not going to win every single season, so definitely cannot be too upset. And now next year, guys, we'll take a look at the retired players. Sidney Crosby, was mentioning him at the trade deadline, retires there, 1,962 points. We'll see at the end of this. I'm pretty sure that puts him number 2 all-time behind Wayne Gretzky in terms of points. Panarin retires as well. Carlson there, stay with the Pens. O'Reilly, John Carlson, Drew Doughty. I mean, honestly, huge retirement class. JVR torched the AHL, then decided to hang him up. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, look at all these names retiring. Tons of, like, you know, current NHL players. Goalies here, Varlamov, Allen, Mrazek. Again, yeah, a lot of, you know, decent goalies. No one crazy. In regards to cap space, guys, we have 9.4 million now, so I'm wondering... Ginla, he wants 9. Extension dollars there, we have 11.8. So it jumped up a ton, which I kind of was scared it would, but we just couldn't afford to extend him when we, you know, were trying to do that. So we'll get him locked up. I think we'll wait till after the draft. I was just kind of curious what his price was. Nosen for sure is gone. Stenlin maybe gone. Foligno's, I mean, actually Foligno, if he comes back for cheap, we could keep him. Sheila's dropped to an 85, maybe because he doesn't play in the playoffs. He wants 6.3 million. So yeah, Sheila's will be gone. I'll try and move him for a pick here at the draft. And so here we go, guys. Gonna take a look. You got this Melicheric guy, high elite from Slovakia. Okay. Behind him, you actually have a bunch of medium elites, all the way down to number 8. Taking a look to see. We do have a pick, Greg Renko. I think he'd be going a little before us, unfortunately. We'll take a look though. Gems. So this goalie American gonna be a second rounder. Probably is a medium elite. Greg Renko, I think he's probably medium elite if he's a gem. If he's not, like, gems are broken. In terms of potential, this Baxter guy, I'm guessing that's a high top 6D. I'm guessing that's a high top 4D going at like 11 there. Any guaranteed medium elites falling? Unfortunately, no. But, I mean, this dude here, good chance. He'll be like a 3rd rounder. So, potentially, you know, our scouts might have hit. We'll see what happens. And we're actually picking number 30 here, guys. So, no chance to get that Greg Renko. As I said, how don't like trading up in the 1st round. Although we could just say... no trading up into like the top 10 maybe is more, you know, realistic there. The Bruins have 18 on the block. Let's see if we can make a play here for that Bruins 18th overall pick. We'll offer up 30. I'm also going to give them our 5th rounder this year and like a 3rd next year to drop back 12 spots. And they say yes. Okay, so that was actually a really good value. So we're going to sim to that pick. Hopefully our guy's still there. He didn't just get taken, so yeah, he should be good. Advocator. That name gives me a little bit of PTSD, that contract. A lot in there at 12's a medium elite. Interesting. So, wow. Kraken, Ducks, they messed up. Same with the CBJ, missing out some medium elite players. Then you have 7 to the first guy, all medium elites. And all NHL ready, like low 80s. The high elite's actually a 79, which is funny. That seems to always be the case. The top guy, I don't have quite the best rating. So, Greg Renko, gem, please. And he's a medium elite. He's only a 66, still at 18. We'll take that power forward there. Solid pick. And now next year, guys, trying to move up 20 spots in the 2nd round with the Jets, offering up 2 7ths. They said yes. The reason is trying to get the medium elite goalie we have pinned. So he should still be here. He's supposed to go like 48. And yeah, what's his name here? Julius Bayer, I'm not sure. 52 overall medium elite goalie. We'll take that. And our next pick here, guys, is number 94. The guy wants 93, so could go up to the Sens. They have 2 picks. I'm going to try and move up to the other Sens pick. I feel like realistically, they'd probably be more willing to move a pick if they had 2 so close together. So we'll do 94. And honestly, what is Sheila's value? It is pretty low. We'll give them Sheila's signing rights with 94 to move up 3 spots. They say yes. We were going to lose them for nothing anyway. So we kind of jump up there for nothing and hopefully can get our guy. He is still there. So there's a couple guys, but I'm going to go with, you know, the higher risk, higher reward. Rather than a medium top 6 guaranteed, we'll take Boscheman, who's probably at least medium top 6, if not medium elite. And he is medium elite. Let's go. 51 overall sniper. Matthew Boscheman. So that worked out well. And now so our next pick here, guys. Late in the 4th round. There's actually nobody I have left pinned that I want. There's this goalie. Could be medium elite. And other than that, there's really nothing. So, I mean, I guess we'll try him. Todd O'Mara. And oh my gosh. Medium elite goalie. What a pick. That was a shot in the dark. He's also 61 overall from Hamilton. Wow. And then next year, guys, I'm offering up Buffalo, our 6th rounder this year for a 7th next year. There's nobody good. And then Buffalo, hopefully it's an early 7th. yeah, they said yes. Honestly, it was kind of doing a favor. I almost feel bad for them. So that is it for our draft. I think that worked out super well. We got some really great players. And so now I guess with the resign phase here, with 11.6 million cap space, like I mentioned, priority number one, of course, is getting Iginla locked up. So we're going to qualify him there for $1 million just to make sure, you know, we have control. As you can see there, he did drop by 500K. That's why I say always like wait till the resign phase. They're always slightly cheaper than at the draft for whatever reason. He wants 5 years. We only need him for 4. It actually drops it a little bit. The interest, though, isn't quite there. Like 5 years paying him less is actually higher than 4. So we'll keep it there at the 5. And we'll keep dropping this thing. Looks like it should be a done deal. So we'll offer him that and see what he says. Will leave us with about $4 million in cap space. So no sin. It had to be cheap. $2 million is probably a bit pricey. Stenlin also wants $2 million. I think we can just have younger guys replace both of them on the 4th line. Obviously, Stenlin was a good soldier for us. Foligno, I mean, 1.5. He's 41 years old. I'm thinking for the 4th line, it'll probably be O'Reilly, Bodwin, and maybe Daniil Boot, actually. So Boot left wing, Bodwin center, O'Reilly right wing. Very cheap. And honestly, kind of getting rid of the unks on the team. Now, goaltending Herabel here, obviously ready for that NHL jump. 825K, 2 years, not much more. Okay, so we'll try and get him 2 years there, really cheap. And he accepts the offer. Volokin there will be the AHL starter. Tarasov backing him up. We got 2 more medium leads coming. So kind of as usual, we're set in net. Volokin, I'll make sure I get under contract too, because 79, you could definitely get up to like a low 80. And then defensively here, we're obviously super solid. Like we have 386s and then 390 pluses. I didn't even realize Durs is a 90 plus now, making 5.6. Like that is unreal. And then even the AHLD looks really good. I'm surprised they're not doing better. Honestly, this Bieber guy we could keep. Bieber guy is probably actually going to be like our 7th defenseman. So that's kind of showing you like 6 guys, 78 plus. Hicks is going to get above him. You're younger, plus I think we need more right D. And there we go, guys. Tidjugin did accept the offer. I think that was very fair. So we still have $5 million in cap space. And really, I think all we have to sign is like one kind of good AHL forward. I'm not sure who I almost just bought out. Dylan Gunther, that'd been terrible. So yeah, $5 million. We'll take a look, but like NHL forwards, defense, goalies are all good. AHL, all we need is like one decent forward. The rest of their, lineup set as well. So in a pretty good spot. Could even just, have that $5 million carry over to the trade deadline. Obviously, at 50%, we can bring in like a $10 million player, which could be a huge boost to the team. So here you go, guys. Free agency period. I'm curious, like $5 million will probably not get as much. Evan Bouchard wants 18. Michkov wants 11.7. Still an RFA. Nico Hishier's there. Cannot afford him. Demidov, Kevin Fiala, Zane Perek. Wow, Ryan McLeod got up to an 87. I expected him to be higher rated based on the $9 million ask. But Toronto there. Okay, so I mean, $5 million, Fabian Zeiler would be like the best kind of player we could get. But again, no spot for him. It would have to be like a really, really good player or like somebody that really, really fit the 4th line. Evans, 4-star D, 3.5-star physical. Doesn't look too bad. I feel like it just makes more sense probably though to let the young guys, finally play in the NHL. Jamie Benn here is kind of maybe an exception though, because he does have amazing face-offs. I definitely play him at 4C. He's also got the all-star born leader, and he's got tape to tape. Defensively, still pretty good, 85 D awareness. Physically as well, isn't that bad. And he only wants 1.8 million. I know I said no to Foligno, but like all those X factors and stuff on that 4th line, might have to make an exception for him. So would definitely want a 1 year, and I could pay him a bit more money. Now the one issue is he wants 2 years. So on a 1 year, his price goes up, his interest is way down. I mean, he could do a full no move clause. At that point, on the 1 year, he does have, a good amount of interest. We're actually gonna change it to a no trade just in case he really drops in rating. That way we can at least send him to the AHL, not have to have his, salary wasted. And he said he'll get back to us. So that's an interesting one. At least giving us options there on that 4th line. Goaltenders, Demko's the top guy. He wants $9 million. There's an 88. 2 ways just to see, no medium leads, which is good. And then like I said, we do need an AHL forward. Hakkarainen, low elite, we can get for free. Might as well do that whenever they're available. Now in terms of somebody that can actually help us, Aatu Ratu. Honestly guys, I've not really seen anyone, so I will sign Ratu here. I'm thinking too, could potentially be a 4th liner if we need him to be. So I'll just give him the 1 year there. He should, auto accept. And I'll definitely check back in like, a couple weeks. Sometimes some better players do fall to the AHL. And there we go, guys. Jamie Benn did accept the offer. So like I said, I think he'll be a really good boost to that 4th line just with all those X factors. And like I was saying, guys, just wait a couple weeks here to see if there'd be better players to the AHL. And look at this. You got some 80s. Heineman, only 27, had 30 goals last year in the AHL. Definitely would not mind that on our team. Want to get them back in the playoffs. So 2-year deal there, could potentially be a fourth liner. Alex Turcotte too. I think he's got some skills, so 1-year deal there. Again, just bringing in some guys to the AHL team because NHL is set. And now next, you guys are having a conversation with the head coach. I'm assuming we'll be contending for Stanley Cup again, and we are, as I actually think our team got better. Also, too, keeping that kind of 3-year cycle. We're going to do conditioning now, as we did 5v5 last year. We lost the speed, so I'm going to try and get that speed back. And now next, you guys will show what the team is looking like for next season. Like I mentioned, I actually think we're probably the most stacked we've ever been. So first line, obviously not touching it. Keller, Cooley, Gunther, they're unreal. They get a +5 there. Schmaltz, Denoyer, and Iginla's a new second line. I've actually moved Iginla from the right wing to the left. Denoyer in the middle there. He's actually got higher faceoffs than Schmaltz. And honestly, I see Tux now in 89. I might actually have him second line instead because they still get +5. So Schmaltz on the third there with Hayden Paterka is kind of unreal. You get sniper, two-way forward playmaker, and I think that gives us a power forward playmaker sniper on the second. So yeah, that should be, perfect team fit. Bodwin here on the fourth line, playing with Jamie Benn in the middle and Sam O'Reilly. So like top to bottom, we're stacked. We got the star power defensively. Sergachev now at 94, playing with Anderson there on the top pairing. Jersey, Marino, Simishev, Lamoureux, like 2 87s on our bottom D pair is honestly just ridiculous. In terms of the goaltending, obviously, the Malkin's our starter up to an 87. Herbel backed him up to 85. AHL-wise, Loken there, 79 is pretty solid. We also got really good AHL team now. Hyman on the top line, Diorio's 81, Lombardi there 80, Sam Fedotov, Turcotte, a bunch of 79s, like we got Boot, Raptor there's up to an 80. We've also got that Hossa guy on the fourth line right wing. He's a 75 already at 20 with immediately potential, so he'll probably make the NHL team defensively. Wallander there, Akey's now at 83, so probably will trade one of our, bomb pairing guys, our 87, to clear some cap space. We'll definitely need it when Denoyer wants an extension. Boumediene, still only a 79, but like overall, like this franchise is looking so stacked right now. And finally here, guys, I'll just show you the ratings for next season. I think what we have, 94, 94, 92 to start this one. I feel like it should be higher. Let's see. 95, 95, 90. So goaltending's dropped a bit, but offense and defense both went up by 1. So we'll see what happens next season, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, leave that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.